Hello, you guys. Hello. This is a surprise live. I don't even know if anyone will watch, but if you do, thank you. For those of you that don't know who I am, my name is Ashley. If this is your first time watching one of my lives, welcome. We are going to be talking about winged liner today. I'm so freaking excited because I have never done an actual dedicated video to winged eyeliner. So I'm getting ready really quick. I'm sharing this video on my other page. Maybe. All right, I just shared it. Hi, you guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. So we are going to talk about eyeliner. I know I look a little weird right now. I am completely aware. I have no mascara on, and I did kind of a fun eyeshadow tutorial today. Not an eyeshadow tutorial, but something for me to look at. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I see all of you guys popping on. I'm super excited. I did want to start off with saying, if you guys could take a second, share this video. If you feel like it, I would really appreciate it. Take a second to share it. And if you could leave a comment, how many of you struggle with winged eyeliner? Because I know that I struggle with winged eyeliner like so bad. Winged eyeliner is just like, it is the toughest thing for me to get right. If you struggle with winged eyeliner, leave the word struggle. Let's just leave the word struggle, bus. Just say the whole sentence. No, I'm just kidding. Just say struggle. If you struggle with winged eyeliner, leave the word struggle in the comments because I struggle so freaking bad with it, you guys. And I have like watched tutorials and I've done all these things and it's like to a point, yes. But I always feel like I do it, it doesn't match, things go, you know, like one's thicker than the other, it's never straight, like I struggle so hard. And I wanted to make this video because I feel like it is so beneficial and there's so many things that we can like kind of learn together. And I am taking a risk and doing this live. That's the other thing. I am so nervous because I'm like, all these YouTubers get to do it and they get to like edit themselves out if they mess up. But I'm here, I'm live, I have no choice. So let us see here. So we're just gonna talk a little bit about the basics of winged liner. Why does it say my video has ended? My video has not ended. It is still going on. I think people never. Yes, I think definitely eye shape is a big part of it, but we're just gonna kind of do, you know, sort of like my personal tips and tricks and things that I think that I can share. Not saying that I know everything. I'm definitely not an expert on wing liner, but I have done it on other people. I do it on myself a lot, so it's not like, you know, it's one of those things that I don't understand, but I don't want to say that I'm an expert by any means. So there's so many different types of eyeliner out there. I mean, obviously, duh, you can find, there's like, you know, pens, there's stamps now, you have gel eyeliners, you have pen, like the felt tip liners, you have these like jelly liners, you have, you know, liquid eyeliner. There's so many different types of eyeliners. And then they have like the typical old pencil eyeliners and kohls and things like that. And I think for me personally, when I do a winged liner, I usually go between a felt tip liner and a gel liner. The felt tip liner, this is from Maybelline. They're actually both from Maybelline. They're both drugstore. I would say for like a high-end felt tip liner, the Stila Stay All Day is the best one out there. It's one of my absolute favorite ones. But if you're looking for something affordable, this is the Maybelline Master Precise Eye Studio. And this is a felt tip. Hi, you guys. I was asking when you guys first tuned in if any of you struggle with winged liner, will you leave the word struggle in the comments? Because, girl, I struggle so hard with winged liner. So if you struggle with it, leave a comment that says struggle. Thank you, Brittany. This is a Maybelline liquid lip. I was unprepared for all these questions. No, I'm just kidding. I know I look like a freak. I have no eyeliner on and like super fun eyeshadow. Let me just zoom you guys in. Look at my eyeshadow. So fun. I took the blue like super high up. Doesn't that look nice? So anywho, oh yeah, I heard the stamps are really awesome. And this is the lip liner or the lipstick that I'm wearing. This is Heroin from Maybelline. Well, I kind of mixed Heroin and the other one. Anyway, so these are my two. The other thing that I want to talk about is this one. This is the one I'm probably going to use. This is the Maybelline Eye Studio Black is Black gel liner. I don't know. It's my favorite. And we are also going to use a brush mixed with the felt tip so we can kind of see both sides. But I'm going to kind of give you guys my basic tips and tricks and what I like to use. I'm making sure I don't have any lipstick on my teeth. What I like to use when I do a wing liner, and kind of like the process that I go through and how I start, where I begin, how I know when to stop doing my wing, and things like that that I just feel like are really important. I know one of the things I get asked a lot is like hooded eyes. I don't really have super hooded eyes. I definitely have like a deeper crease. Like my creases do come down and my eyes are kind of slanted to where like this area of my eye does tilt down a lot lower than the inner corner, but I have very like, I just have weird eyes, guys, all around. But I know a lot of people do have like hooded eyelids, and I know that's something I hear a lot. Unfortunately, like mine are not super hooded unless I'm like looking down. But sorry, I'm getting a text. So anyway, that's something that I totally think that would be a really fun tutorial. If you have hooded eyes and you're amazing at eyeliner, send me a private message. I would love to maybe get you on here and have you do a live video and do a tutorial on what to do for hooded eyes. But for me personally, this is what I do for my eye shape. And we're just gonna get started. So the first thing that I like to use is some type of angled brush. Now this brush right here is the brush that I'm gonna use. You need something that is super skinny, okay? Do you see how tiny that is? It is a little teensy tiny brush. If you're gonna use a brush, if you're gonna use a felt tip, this is what you wanna look for. Something that comes to a point, but it's not a liquid, you guys, it's a felt tip. So there's a little bit of, oh, as I'm not pushing at all, there's a little bit of a give to it, whereas sometimes with like a liquid liner, there's so much give that you're like, whoosh, like it's just a big old line on your hand or on your eye. This you have a little bit more control. Liquid liners, sometimes I just get crazy. Sometimes they dry super shiny. They're not my favorite. I love having something that dries matte and looks good and is like super solid, because sometimes with liquids you can get that spacing in between. But these two are my absolute favorite from Maybelline. They're drugstore, can't beat it. I would say if you're gonna invest in an expensive one, like I said, the Stila one is good, but this is great. So we are just gonna get started with this gel liner. Again, this is from Maybelline, and I like to use this little brush. Now mine's broken. There usually is a spoolie over here, but Braylon took the thing and went and like cracked right off. I have a new one coming in the mail, but still kind of bums me out. Hi, you guys. If you are watching live with me, will you please leave a comment so I know you're here? Say hi, say hello. Welcome to the group. Please share the video if you like it. The other thing too is if you're watching the replay, still leave a comment, say the word replay, something to let me know that you have been here, you've watched it. I would love to just interact with you guys. It really means a lot to me when you guys comment on the videos and you share the videos, because that's how I know that you're engaging with me. And I know I look crazy, but I'm not crazy. This is a really fun place to be a part of. I know it looks a little crazy in here, but we're really normal. Hi, Bryn. Okay, so we're just gonna get started. I like to take my brush, especially if it is, you know, sort of not like the stiffest hair, because this is actually made for eyebrows. I will pinch it too, just so I can make sure that it's right in that shape that I want it to be in. And you can see it's now just a little bit softer. And I will take the slightest bit of eyeliner. This stuff is really nice and soft, and you wanna make sure with these types of eyeliners, like a gel liner, that you're replacing that pot pretty often, because if you don't replace the pot, it's gonna dry the heck out, and you're gonna be really annoyed, because it's not gonna work, it's not gonna go on smooth, it's gonna be crumbling, and things are just gonna go everywhere, it's gonna transfer, it's gonna be a hot mess. So I have a mirror. Duh, you can see it. And I have it down below me. So you will notice that it's low. It's not up here. You'll notice that I might move the mirror around a little bit, but I like to have my mirror below me. So if you're using like a compact mirror, if you're using like a palette or something and you're looking down, you wanna make sure that you're looking down at the mirror and you're not looking straight ahead. Because if you're up here, it's not gonna work. But we're gonna start with the basics, like just the liner part. I usually do the wing later. I don't do the wing first, because if you mess up the wing, everything's over. Your makeup's gone, everything's gone. You've ruined the wing. Has anyone been, have you ever been to that point where your makeup looks so good and you're right there on like the cusp of finishing everything, and you go to do your eyeliner or some, like mascara or something, and it just, boom, explosion. I've been there. It's not a fun place to be, especially when you're in a hurry, or you have a husband like mine who's like, okay, honey, you spent like an hour and a half doing your makeup, it's time to go. Okay, so I am looking down at my mirror. It's hard to talk when you do eyeliner, so obviously if you have a bunch of people around you, you probably need them to like leave you alone so you don't talk. But I'm trying to talk to you, so I'm gonna try to walk you through what I'm doing. I have put the eyeliner on here. I like to start in the middle of my eye, and I will get it as close to my lash line as I possibly can. And I will start to just lightly draw my line here. And I will literally just be pressing this, you guys. I'm gonna zoom in. Come on over. Hold on. I gotta scoot down a little. Okay, like I said, we're looking down. Can you guys see okay? We're looking down and we are pressing into the lashes, okay? And we're gonna, it looks crazy, I know, but I promise it will get better. If you get a little bit too much on there, make sure that you're not like, sometimes it's nice to have like a rag or something near you so you can kind of push it together, and make sure you're looking down. And I will, again, you guys, it's hard to talk, so. I'm also, by the way, you guys, I'm using a table. Like I have my arm resting on a table. It's one of those things that I feel like is really important if you have a table or like a countertop or the sink or whatever you're using. Be sure that you're kind of balancing on something, because if your hand's just like free, you're gonna be like losing it. So make sure that it's somewhere that it's firmly set. And I also have obviously my mirror on something firm. I want everything to be free. And you do see, like I do kind of balance my fingers on my face. And again, I will keep looking down, and we will just get that area kind of filled in. And I'm not using a ton of pressure. I want to make sure everything goes on nice and even. You can even like kind of pull your eye. You want to be careful. I mean, if you have your makeup done, be careful, but I will pull my eye a little and just be sure that I'm pressing down nice and light. Generally for me, I like the liner to be skinnier, like a lot thinner here, and then get thick up obviously towards the wing. That's my preference. Some people like a really thin line and then their wing to be kind of straight. I like mine to be more swooped up. Kind of just makes my eyes look a little bit longer, kind of like following where my shadow is. So that's kind of what we're gonna do for the wing, but I do like to keep this area nice and thin. And you guys did hear me say, I'm doing this live, okay? YouTubers get to edit themselves, and if they mess up, they can start over. I'm doing this live. So anywho, it is, and again, it is hard to talk. And the nice thing about this gel liner, you guys, it's completely matte. It's dark, dark black. And it's honestly one of my favorites. And this brush too is so good. Okay, so I like to, again, like kind of pull my eye and go right here into that inner bit. And if it's getting to like, your brush isn't too small or it's not looking like it's working, press it down on the side of the, of the thing, and just kind of get the product off the edges and keep that brush kind of getting that nice fine tip. And then go like this. And I'm trying to be careful. I don't want to push too hard because I don't want to mess up all my makeup that I just spent all this time putting on. How's it going so far, you guys? How do you like my tips? Give me some wow faces if I'm doing okay so far. Like lots and lots of wow faces. If this is interesting to you, give me some wow faces. Again, taking it still right into that inner corner. I'm still looking down, you guys, and I'm taking the tip of the brush and I'm lightly going in that inner corner and kind of connecting those lines. And again, I'm trying to keep it as close to that lash line. You guys see how close I am? I'm right there. I saw like 2 wow faces, you guys. This is trash. This is trash. I'm just kidding. Okay, so I've done the line clearly. It looks nice and straight. If you have any like bleeding or areas that look a little thicker than you want, go over those, kind of start to smooth them out. But this is honestly like about as thick as I would probably go. And then we're gonna kind of move on to the area where I would do the wing. So when I like to do my wing, oh no, only one time. So when I like to do my wing, you guys, I know a lot of people like to focus it from the bottom of here, but But personally, I think for me, it's easier to actually draw the top of the line and then connect the tip of the wing to the bottom first. So what I will do, you guys will kind of see, I will just kind of map out where I kind of want it to go. So I'll kind of just follow this area and I'll just kind of figure out, okay, I think I kind of want to start it up here. I think I want it to kind of end here. So I'll kind of make like a little dot right there. You want to be careful though, because when you're putting this on and you're looking down, your liner is going to actually look totally different when you're looking down versus when I'm looking straight at you. So when you're making that spot, you want to keep in mind you do have a crease in your eye. So I would say now would be a good time to kind of tilt your mirror up and like have it be a little bit more straight on and start to take that area and lightly fill in where that wing is going to kind of be. So this is kind of where I want my wing to go. I'm not going to get too much further out than that. And I'm going to wipe my brush off a little. And I'm using just like a normal rag, baby wipe, whatever you want. Because you just kind of want to keep that brush looking nice and thin. And I will find my bottom. You guys see where I'm going with this? And there's my line, and now I'm going to take the tip of my line here, and I'm just going to follow right across my dot. Oop. Pull my eye just a little, and connect it right there. Okay? Same thing. This is very hard to do and talk, so I apologize if I'm being quiet. And I'm just kind of pulling my eye a little bit. Do you guys see what's happening here? And now I'm just going to kind of lightly start to fill it in and build up that color. Okay, so this is where we're at. We're gonna clean it up. I'm gonna show you what I do to clean it up too, okay? But this is pretty good. What do you guys think so far? Give me some hearts if you like where I'm going with this currently. We're not done, but we're getting there. Oh my goodness. Give me some hearts though, or some wows or whatever if you like it. And then just lightly kind of filling it in. Okay, so now I'm going to show you kind of what I like to do if I'm like, okay, I'm really happy with it. I'm taking the felt tip just a little bit too, just so I can get a little more precise, especially right there on top. Okay. Now, I'm going to show you what I like to use to clean it. So I will get a brush like this. It's nice and flat. Okay, this is the same brush I used to like carve out my eyebrows and stuff. And I actually like to use my foundation. I don't really care for a concealer. I think if you use your foundation, it actually matches better, in my personal opinion. Sometimes I feel like when you use a concealer, it can be too light. So I'm going to use the same color that I used as my foundation. And I will just take my concealer brush. And just lightly tap it out. See how that worked? And then I'll just kind of pull it down, being nice and careful near the wing itself. So you guys can see how when I look straight on at you, do you see how the wing still looks nice and connected? But then if I look down, the wing is still nice and connected and straight. Do you see that? I think it's really important to make sure, I have something on my eye. I think it's really important to make sure that it looks good both ways. because I know that sometimes you can like start making your wing, and then it's when your eyes open, it actually doesn't look all that great. Let's put on a little bit of mascara so you guys can see the difference and what a difference it makes to have it done with mascara on. If I can get my eyelash curler out of here. Gosh. Good gosh. And again, you guys, I just use that gel liner mixed with a little bit of that felt tip. I like the gel more, again, because it really does sit down more matte, and it goes on just a little bit, I don't know, I just like the way that the pigment is more evenly dispersed. I feel like when I use the felt tip, sometimes I lose that. So I will go ahead and just curl my eyelashes, being very careful near the wing, because you don't want to freaking mess it up after you just spent all that time doing it. I would cry. And then I will take my mascara and I will just put on a little bit of that. This is like the hardest thing to do when you can't talk. Because all you want to do is talk. That's what these videos are for, right? Like trying to chat, but I'm like, no, I can't talk or I'll mess it up. You guys see what a difference it makes though? Just that, even that little bit of mascara too. And that didn't take me super long. I like totally got my contact with something on it. I don't know what I did, but I messed it up. Okay, maybe we should put a little on the bottom too, since we're going for it. Why not go all the way? This is one of my favorite lash mascaras right now, you guys. I was like diehard for the Essence forever, and it was starting to get unhealthy. Like the obsession was getting to that point where it was like, this isn't gonna work. It was getting unhealthy. Okay, what do you guys think? Give me some hearts if you like it. Let's zoom out because I feel like I'm way too much in your guys' face right now. So that is how I do my winged liner. Obviously, when we're up close and personal, I know it looks like so much, but really, you guys, if you look at it from where I'm sitting, it looks totally normal. Look at the difference in my face just having this side done. Like my eyes look so much deeper and darker, and that blue is so much more amplified. It looks so nice, and the wing is so sharp. It's super clean. It was literally just that one brush and that felt tip liner. And again, those are drugstore eyeliners, so they're not expensive. They're probably under 10 bucks. And I think personally you can get a perfectly good liner payoff out of a drugstore eyeliner compared to even something high-end. So I'm going to go ahead and match this other eye. I'm probably going to go over to my Instagram and actually do the tutorial on Instagram too, just because sometimes it's nice to see both. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next one. Have a really nice rest of your day. Bye!